Hello boys and girls, GameCam here, and today we are going to be looking at the top 5 missions in Ghost Recon Breakpoint. This originally started life as the top 5 missions to replay on Breakpoint once you've completed all the missions. But I thought, to be honest, most of these are actually the best missions, so I thought I'll just do that instead. Warning, we will be obviously, some of these are story missions, so there's going to be potential spoilers and there's side missions, and if you care about the spoilers on side missions and all that, then I'd suggest what you do is you go complete the game and then come back and watch this video. It's probably going to be a lot better for you. But anyway, with further delay, let's get into it. Number 5, we've got See No Evil. It's the mission to kill Silverback. It's a good little mission. You got to go to the pumping station, I believe, first, and go find some intelligence. You get some pictures, and then you have to try and find where he lives from the pictures, or you can go out and go hunt some more intel. It's a nice little CQB bunker clear. There are some stuff up top with drones and things like that if you want to go that way, but almost no one does. You always just go through the tunnels. But with only 2 ways in, it's pretty restrictive. But it's a good little CQB clear with a lot of wolves, and that boasts quite a bit of challenge. But that's the reason why I think I put it down to 5, because it's just very linear in terms of the fact of how you enter and how you come out and things. Number 4, we've got Sirens Cool. Sirens Cool is a mission where you go to the Browns' homestead and talk to a chap. He'll then tell you about some weird noises. You then go to investigate a cave. Outside the cave will be some of those flying drones, and then when you go in, you have to clear out the cave system, work your way through, and then you get to the end and there's some more drones. You kill them and deactivate the signal and go back to him. It's a nice little one because you get a lot of action with the flying drones, and you got the infantry, and then you got the end drones. But I know that some people aren't a huge fan of drones, so those ones can be a bit of a pain in the ass because this flying group there on the harder difficulties can be a bit annoying. But it's a nice little CQB clearing area. There's not that many dudes in the actual area, so that's why it's a bit lower on this list, just because of the fact that there's not that many dudes. It'd be nice if there was more dudes, or the tunnel system went a bit longer, or was a bit more maze-like. That'd be nice. But so far, I just want to say actually, it's just occurred to me, this is actually just on the episode 1 stuff, so this is an episode 2 things as well. This is just side missions in episode 1 missions. I haven't included any of the new Splinter Cell missions whatsoever from episode 2. So I might do another video on episode 2, because to be honest, episode 2 is way different, so I've not included any of it. Moving on to number 3. Number 3, we've got Critical Mass. Critical Mass is one where you have to go to a port, go grab a bit of intelligence. It'll then tell you to go over to Camp Viper. Camp Ferret. You'll then find your way into the tunnel system there, and then you have to go basically clear out this CQB little bunker area, and then blow up the bunker with a bomb in it. The reason I picked this one higher than Sirens Cool is because of the fact that it's you have the 2 different areas with it, but there's also a lot more dudes for both of them, and there's a lot more variety in terms of the areas. The areas are a lot different, and you've got to clear the 2 ends, and there's more entrances into it. So that's why I picked that one, because it's slightly more versatile than Sirens Cool. But yeah, it's a good little mission. I've done this. Critical Mass is probably the one out of all these that I've played the most. I usually do it if I'm like on an online game and some of the guys are a bit bored and we're trying to think of a mission to do. I'll just slap that one on while we're thinking. Just because it's a nice little good one to run it out. Moving on to number 2. Number 2, we have Hear No Evil. That's the one where you go hunt down the flycatcher. This one I put as quite high because it's very versatile. You start off by trying to find the intel, and then you can sort of move on from there, like you did with Silverback and Rosebud and all the other ones. But this one's quite nice because there's a lot of versatile ways into the building where his kit lives. So you can go in from air, you can go in from the ground, you can go sneaky, you can go loud. The problem is, the only problem with this one is there's really many spaces for snipers. So you can drop at the end of the runway and try and move in from there. But besides that, there's not really many places for a sniper to do. So you probably want to grab, the sniper probably wants to grab an assault rifle or an AR or a close range DMR or something like that for this one. The only reason I put this down as number 2 instead of number 1 is because the last room where Flycatcher's Inn can get a little buggy sometimes, and the stuff that's in there can be very, very hard and kind of bullshitty a little bit at times, because sometimes they will shoot you through the door and things. So that's why this one's down at 2. It's just because it's a little bit buggy, the last room, and some of the ones are a bit cheaty. Moving on to number 1. Number 1 is Without a Trace, which is the mission where you go save Madeira and rescue her from the site. This one I put at number 1, and Ubisoft obviously puts it at number 1 as well, because when Ghost Recon was being released, the gameplay trailer and all that was mostly including this mission. If you look at it, which is pretty funny. And it's probably because this is by far the most versatile mission. You can go at this mission literally any way you want, really. As long as you get the information from the citizen at the first place, go talk to Madeira, plant the bombs, and grab Madeira, and get her out of the area. You can do it however you like, which is really, really good. Because you get so many entrances in there, so many different ways you can go in there. You can go loud, you can go gunships, you can go stealth if you want, do the complete thing without alerting almost anyone, except from, sadly, at the end, when everything starts blowing up and Madeira's injured. At that point, you can't stealth. I mean, you can kind of stealth, actually. You can actually kind of stealth. But it's hard. It's way harder. Because the wolves obviously run in and will detect you and start running at you and things like that. But I have heard of some people who said they can swear hands down that they can stealth by running off into one of the side rooms and hiding with Madeira. But I have yet to seen it been done myself. But no, it's also one of the ones where the snipers, there's a good sniper vantage points for snipers out there. There's loads of sort of little hidey holes and things for shotgunners. There's wider spaces for those with the longer rifles. I mean, there's drones. There's all sorts of bits and pieces, which makes it by far the best one to replay, I would say, and probably one of the best missions, because I mean, it's got Madeira in. Madeira, personally, for me, is one of the better characters in the whole game, so it's always entertaining to see them. Generally, all in all, I think it is by far the best mission, and Ubisoft seems to agree with me by the fact it was the main one in all the gameplay trailers. But yeah, anyway, if you enjoyed this little list, if you've got your own missions you like to suggest and things like that, I might do a second video for episode 2, because I know that there's loads of good ones in that one, so I might do another one for episode 2. I'm definitely going to do a worst missions of Breakpoint as well, but that will be coming up sometime soon. In the meantime, if you want to play with me, I will leave the link to my Discord for Breakpoint in the description. Just hit me up on there and we'll probably get a play session. I'm on most days. But yeah, thank you very much for watching this video and have a good one.